So here's 2 variations to sub your single leg RDL and get more strength and muscle building out of it. So check these out. So check this out. I love the single leg Romanian deadlift, right? Whether it's with a barbell, it's with a dumbbell. Here's what an issue that starts happening with that specific exercise. So whether I do it on, ipsilateral, means that same side here, or, even more challenging on the stability is the contralateral one. You can see I don't have a ligament on my left ankle, so it's hard for me to stabilize. This is a great exercise. Here's the deal though. If I want to create as much force output, right? Drive as much force into the ground, have as much tension on the muscle, because of the stability issues, I'm not gonna be able to do that, right? And so simple things to do. So 1, to get more, I will say, feeling it, as well as stability so I can create more force, go heavier on this, just adding a support. So whether it's on the rig, on the wall, just enough to where now I don't have as much of a balance issue. And now I can load this and feel this so much better. I can also align my hips. Again, so if you have some issues like I have with this ankle a little bit, everything feels so much better. I can align my hips because I don't have those hip stability, mobility restrictions. Again, whether this is the right side, left side, whichever way I want to work it. So a very simple thing. I don't need to have a lot of force here. It's just a little bit. And 2 things that would happen. I can go heavier. I can keep better, smoother reps. So if my goal is to build muscle, to build strength, right, to produce force, that's a better way to go. Again, nothing against the other ones, because if we want to work on stability, we can work on that stability. But we want to work on strength and muscle, we're going to do that. Another one is this variation that's very underutilized, but I love it too, is keeping that support. And I'll show you what to do in my scenario, because I'm a little off right now, but I'm going to explain that, right? Is this supported one where now my knee's on here, I'm driving it back. I can get a crazy stretch on this, by the way, right? I feel a much bigger stretch on this, almost anything else. Driving through and punching through. Now you can see my levers, right? I have pretty damn long femurs, so I can do 1 of 2 things. For me, this is going to be a good fix, okay? Now my hips are level, right? I don't have to sit back down. I can lock this leg out. You can actually see this. So putting the pad on this bench now, oh yeah. And again, I can get so deep into that stretch while keeping a good position. Guess what? I can load the hell out of this, okay? So if you're not feeling your hammies, if you're not feeling your glutes, and you want single leg variations, this is the way to go. Another thing that you may have to do here, obviously this is not gonna go for me because I just needed that pad, but it might mean that you have to elevate it a little bit. So now you're just gonna step higher onto something. Again, this doesn't go for me, but everybody has different anatomy. So maybe, right, you'll need some elevation and that'll level you out. And in that way, you can get better form for yourself on this. It's also one of the ways that, again, I could pad it up double. So I could do another pad here and use this to go. So pretend I have another pad here. And now I can get that extra range of motion going deeper into that position and coming back out of it, right? So that'd be another variation that I can do with this. But again, if you want to work your hamstrings and again, you want to get stronger in that pattern, 2 variations, simple switch ups. I promise you'll get more out of them. You'll feel your hamstrings and glutes more. You'll feel better. Again, if you have low back issues and stuff like that, because you just can't stabilize yet and you want to work on that, use these 2. These are a very much so 8 to 12 rep range that I like to use in my programs and the programs of clients, but try them out. Let me know how it goes. And for tips like this, coaching, how to improve how you look, feel, and perform, make sure you follow this channel.